Hey, listen, are you currently feeling stressed out, nervous, you're overthinking, and you're just worried about certain things? You are not alone. Whether it's schoolwork, university, sports, social media, it can sometimes feel like it's too much. You have to understand 1 in 3 people feel this way. So it's a normal thing. The good thing is I've learned how to manage this, and I'm going to share with you 8 key principles that you can start applying. So by the end of this video, you will be well equipped to be able to deal when you feel anxious and stressed out. Well, I did not have a system in place to help me sort this issue. So it just kept going worse and worse. So now I have damaged myself. Stress is when something is happening in your life in the moment. So for example, it could be a deadline that you're trying to reach. And when the deadline or when that certain event has finished, then you feel at ease. Whereas with anxiety, yeah, you're constantly nervous, you are scared, you are worried. You don't even know why you feel that way at times. And it can impact you in such a negative way. I am talking from experience. For me, around the age of 12 is when I started to understand. And as I got older, into like year 11, it became even worse. At that moment, I was playing football. Will I get my pro? What's going to happen next here and there? So I felt quite anxious. During that period as well, I was going through my exams. So you can understand how this honestly affected me. Let me put this in perspective. This is me as a young kid, full of life. Until the moment this came into my life, just a tiny bit, it changed me. And it just kept happening over and over. Mentally, physically, I felt drained. And I could not live my life the way I wanted to live. So whenever I was doing something, I was not doing it right because I was always worried about certain things. I was not pure. I was not myself. I was always just average in everything I was doing. It changed the way I was thinking. It changed the way I saw things. I did not have a system in place to help me sort this issue. So it just kept going worse. This feeling kept passing on certain things. Get rid of everything completely. And when I did that, I was fresh again. The journey behind this that shaped me to who I am right now today. What I'm about to tell you will honestly help you. I hope you stay to the end of this video. So whenever you feel stressed out and anxious, the first thing that you can do will be, number 1, breathing technique. Use my breathing to help me get back on track. So there's different breathing technique that you can start applying. So for me, it's literally just breathing in and out for 30 seconds. And when I'm doing it, I am literally just focusing on the way I am breathing. So simply what I do is literally just slowly inhale, slowly exhale. So lay all up. Get yourself comfortable when you're doing it. So practice the breathing technique before kickoff. Sometimes I will just be like in the change room. And that's all. It's a quick solution. That's something that you can apply in the moment. Number 2 would be your environment. I name 5 things that I usually see around me. And then from there, I try to pick out 4 things that I can touch that's in front of me. If I'm in a classroom, it could be a book, it could be a pencil. I touch it, I mess about with it for a bit. Then from there, I will go on to 3 things that I can hear. It could be footsteps, it could be a car passing by. I use my senses to hear what's around me. 3 things. And then from there, I will go into 2 things that I can smell. It could be my perfume if I've got it on. What smell is in that environment. And then the last thing will be what I can taste. If I have a piece of gum, something that I can taste. If it's a fruit, something that I can taste. That's what I do. So I use my environment to bring my senses back into the room, back into the environment, back into that moment. The key thing is bringing yourself in that moment. So use your senses to have control of yourself. It'll be easier for you to regain focus. Number 3 will be move your body. Us humans, we are designed to move. When you feel anxious, stressed out, the best thing that you can do for yourself is get out there, go for a walk, go for a run, do something active, go to the gym. For me, I believe looking after your health and being active is so important. It'll affect you mentally and physically. If you are currently sat in class and you feel so stressed out, you could be like, sir, miss, place, I need 5 minutes. During that 5 minutes, take it to go around the school if you need to. Take it to stand outside. Take it to do something that you need. Move your body. Don't just stand still. If you stand still, it will just keep rising and rising, where it could get to a stage where you lose control of yourself. And we don't want that. So make sure you can control yourself. So get out there, do something, move about. If you're at work, take a 5 minute break. Don't be just sat there on your phone, scrolling up and down all day, sat in the same room. No. Put it down for a second. Go out there, move yourself. Number 4 is your diet. Look after your diet. Have you heard of this phrase? You are what you eat. So if you constantly just put junk food in your system, you will become a junkie. Your body will become a junkie. Your nervous system will feel weak because you are not providing your body, your brain, with the right nutrients. On average, it takes about 3 months for your body to regenerate. So if your diet is quite bad, please fix your diet. Focus on eating healthy food. Put vegetables, carbohydrate, proteins, all these things into your food when you're eating. Eat accordingly. Try to reduce fatty food that's high with oil. Too much of that can literally just distract you. Your body is meant to be healthy. So if you're constantly just putting toxic in your body, it makes it hard for your body to recover. It makes it hard for your brain to recover. And if that's weak, it will affect your mood. Myself, I used to go through this phase when I was upset about certain things. I would eat bad. It did not help me. It made things worse, especially as an athlete. When you go through things, that's when it's important that you can actually stand and fight for yourself a bit more. Because if you don't, there's someone out there that will overtake you. During that period of you losing yourself for a bit and eating junky food here and there, drinking things that you should not be drinking. If you're drinking alcohol, I don't drink. I won't recommend you drinking. It's honestly bad for you. So look after your diet. Moving on. Now let's focus on the long term. Long term is routine. Number 5. For me, the moment I go to bed super late, I already know I will have a bad day. Because I know I will wake up quite late. And that will have a bad impact on my day. I like to be productive. So to me, my routine is very important. It's quite essential in everything that I do. I like to wake up quite early. I like to take time to myself. I like to read books. I like to pray. I like to, plan ahead and certain things like that. I put certain things in place to make sure that this is how I can win my day, win the year, win the month, achieve what I need to do. So if you don't have a routine in place, learn to put a routine. And that routine can turn to a habit. And your habits can determine the outcome of your life. You can never get where you want to be, even though you're trying so hard. You just can't because of your habits. So put certain things in place to adjust your habit. Small adjustment over time will only help you to improve yourself. I know you have big goals. You want to achieve great things with your life. You want to be impactful. I'm aware of that. But for you to be able to do that, having a routine honestly helps you. Like for example, for me, with these videos itself, I have a routine, a structure that I put in place. I do a lot of things. So if I did not have a routine in place, I will not be able to run my own personal business. I will not be able to be playing football, being at university, being able to work, being able to film these videos. I will not be able to do those things because I have a routine in place. So routine is a big thing. And that routine can also goes into habits. So routine and habits goes together. So work on those two things. Okay, that's number 5. And that's the long-term goal. The aim is always to think long-term. At the time when I was going through all these things, I was thinking short-term. Short-term doesn't really help as you want it to. It helps in the moment, but it doesn't long run. So focus on the long run. So focus on those things. All right. Number 6, mindfulness. I love this one. So a way I do this is by reflecting in my book or on a piece of paper, or I write it down on my phone. I'm reflecting. If it's something I don't want people to see, I'll write it on a piece of paper, then rip it apart, put it out. When you feel angry, you feel anxious at times, you feel like you're worried, you could be like, you know what? Today has not gone the way I planned it to be. This is because of this. And the way I'm going to fix this is by applying this first and then this. This is very unique to me. You have to set yourself a SMART goal. So SMART goals stand for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time. So time, how long it takes you to get that goal done. Take time to value you. You are unique. You have your own life, your own journey. If you don't look after yourself mentally, it will affect you. Your mind is so powerful. Please protect it at all costs. The moment that you lose your mind, you lose yourself. So do everything in your powers to protect your mind. Number 7, plan ahead. If you know you have an exam in 2 months, don't leave it last minute. Plan on what you are struggling. Put the extra work in if you're struggling on a specific subject. If you are behind with your footballing, your fitness, plan ahead. If it's like pre-season, work hard in pre-season so when the season comes, you're fit, ready to go. Don't leave it too late. If you fail to plan, it's harder for you to reach your potential. What is it that you want to do with your life? Think about it. Yeah? So now, plan ahead. It's very important that you plan what you're doing. How are you going to do it? What if it doesn't work? What's the backup? What's the problem here? Let's say now I've got a client when I'm going to film a video. I'll be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Now, what if my camera doesn't work? I've got my big camera. What if the SD card finishes on the first one and the second one? I've got the second one here pulled out ahead. What if the microphone's not working? I've got my clip on that's ready. Like now, I am filming this video right now. What if this microphone fails? I have a backup microphone inside of me. Because I'm able to plan ahead to reduce your stress levels. So now let's say, oh, you just spent 2 hours filming this video right now. The mic did not pick anything that you said. Like you'll be like, I hate this. This is why I've got backup audio. As a business person, you should always plan ahead. Like, what if this happened? What if this happens? What if? So have a plan for certain things. Number 8, get help. All right? Sometimes you might feel like you are alone. You are not alone. There's people out there that you can reach to get the right guidance. So go to people that love you, care about you, like your mom, your dad, your siblings, close friends, people that you can trust, talk to, that can help you, guide you. Like if you're struggling and you need a moment to speak to me, you can reach to me on social media. Like my Instagram is there, Don't feel like you cannot get the help that you need, because you will get it. Just need to be able to ask, and don't be afraid. My mistake was being like, you know what, I won't ask for help. It's okay, I can do it all on my own. That stress ended up being too much for me, and it led to me being anxious at times. You have to understand, life is so simple. We human, we complicate everything, honestly. So if you need help, please ask for help. If you need support on the project that you're working, ask for help. If you're struggling in school, on your homeworks, ask for help. If your fitness is lacking and is affecting you in your games, coach, I need help on here. And don't feel like asking for help is weak. No, you are not weak because you're asking for help. It shows that you are actually strong. It shows that you are courageous. There's people out there that care, and I do care about you. This community here care about you. Now, my bonus one, being able to control what you can and what you cannot control. Don't put yourself in a position where you're constantly stressing over things that you cannot control. Like, for example, when I started playing football, traveling 2 hours just to go to my games or training, at times I find myself speeding all the time on the motorway. I'll be rushing. Oh, I'm late here and there. And then when I get there, I get fined. And then, for me, I realize that's not the right way. I should not be speeding. If I am late because I'm finishing work a bit late and I have to travel 2 hours and I get there, 10 minutes late or 15 minutes late, that's okay. If I get fined, that is fine. I am more at ease, but not only that, I am putting other people's life in danger the moment I start to rush about speeding. I used to get a lot of speeding tickets, honestly, to the point where I lost my driver license, but I got it back after a month. You get me? But it's not a good thing, okay? And I'm not proud about that. And that's something I have learned. So learn to be in control of what you can control. If you cannot control it, let it be. That's just how life is, Life is actually so simple. And you have to understand it all starts with your mind. You have to be able to trust yourself at times. Only you know what you want to do with your life. And everything in life is hard. You have to pick your hard. Again, now let's say you want to look after your health. You have to eat clean. You have to go to a gym. You have to go for runs. See, that's hard. But the outcome will be much better. Positive outcome, negative outcome. And it's all to do with that balance. So make sure you can balance what you are doing. Everything starts in here. So protect your mind, honestly. Learn to appreciate things a bit more. Learn to respect love. Value what you have. Try to live in the moment. And smile a bit more, man. Like, bro, come on, just appreciate what you have. Appreciate how things are going. To add on to this, let's say in here, your mind is negative. You will project negative thoughts. All you will be doing will be negative. So change the way you see things. Your perspective on certain things can improve for the worse or for the better on how you see things. If something happens to you that's negative, if you get hurt or something like that, can you see it in a positive way? For me, I always try to see everything in a positive way. Whether I'm going through something that's quite hard, I'm like, oh, this is a good thing because it allows me to learn. And when I'm learning, I'm able to grow and so on. And I am grateful that I'm able to understand that, look, life is not easy. Life is not fair at times. You know, be in a position where you can control what you can control. Also, why not drop a quick comment how you are able to manage and improve yourself, especially when you feel stressed out and anxious. You never know who this will help. I want to build a community that comes together to support each other. So it starts with me. I play my part and I want you to play your part. So comment down below. Anyways, if this is your first time on my channel, my name is Jacques City. I'm a third year sports and exercise science student. I am a qualified FA coach. I'm a semi-pro footballer. I currently run my own personal businesses and I'm always just looking to improve myself so I can help you. So make sure you like, comment and subscribe and I will see you on to the next video.